That's right. The title is unfortunately true. Adobe Animate is getting discontinued. As if Adobe couldn't show they hated their consumers any more than they already have. I had another video planned, but I had to talk about this. I thought to go on Twitter, haven't checked on what's going on in a while, just to see this pop up on my feed. A post from ToonHive. Adobe Animate will discontinue on March 1st. Dear Carl, we're contacting you to let you know that Adobe will be discontinuing Adobe Animate on March 1st, 2026. As an existing Animate user, you may continue to use Animate, but please note that technical support will no longer be available after March 1st, 2027. Please note that access to your Animate files and project data will end on March 1st, 2027. To ensure a smooth transition, we encourage you to export your Animate FLA and XFL files to other formats such as SWF, SVG, and MP4 files before this date. This is a terrible loss for thousands of animators. First, Flash vanished back in 2020. Now the successor, Animate, is going down for seemingly no other reason than them wanting you to buy more of their products and sign up for more subscriptions. What makes me say this? A tweet from the animator Jolie Moly showcases a screenshot which gives additional information. It specifies that Adobe Animate will no longer be available for purchase starting March 1st of this year, but also that support will remain for 3 more years for Adobe's enterprise customers. Everyone else only gets them for 1 more year, so only the elite get extra help? That's cool. The bottom of the screenshot says, in the future, check out Adobe After Effects for complex keyframe animations and Adobe Express for one-click animation effects that you can easily apply to photos, videos, text, shapes, and other design elements. Stopping technical support for the software, okay, kinda sucks how they're going about it, but for Adobe to add hydrochloric acid to the wound and not let you access your files? That's low. Wait, if they're losing access to their files next year, why do they still need tech support for 3 more years? Huh. What I gathered from those 2 tweets is that it seems Adobe wants you to buy After Effects and Express as a substitute for Adobe Animate, and they're forcing a shutdown to push you towards those options. And of course, for obvious reasons, people are outraged. Matt Hargreaves, one of the main characters and showrunner of Eddsworld Beyond,
not the face!
I absolutely love this show by the way, made a tweet saying, "What the actual Adobe?" Which I can't blame him for. Eddsworld to this day is using Adobe Animate to make videos. I noticed this in the Tales of Terror video. That's an Adobe Animate interface. Thomas Tomska Ridgewell also feels the pain of it. Truly vile that Adobe are opting to kill Animate/Flash with no contingencies in place for the thousands of animators, including every single one I've worked with, who are going to lose access to the program they've been mastering for up to 3 decades. This is an industry-killing move. Adobe are under no obligation to continue updating/supporting Animate, but if they lock us out of an entire program after forcing us into a subscription model just to access it, it's nothing short of evil. I truly hope the software remains at least usable in some form. Every episode of Astef Movie, every episode of Crash Zoom, and at least while I was there, every episode of Eddsworld was made in Adobe/Flash. The same is likely true of just about every webtoon you've ever seen. I cannot stress enough just how great of a loss this will be. Wise words, Tom. Wise words. It's really a tragedy how this is happening all so suddenly. The animator Chicken Nugget had this to say. Adobe Animate is the program we use to make the show. This decision would not only harm countless jobs in the industry, but render so much past creations as lost media. I'm hoping they reverse this decision for the sake of animators everywhere. Which is 100% true. If the files are just going to turn to dust, then yeah, they just become lost media. I know that there are many incomplete projects that animators didn't release, and if they don't upload or exchange its file format, it's just gone. Cause there might be some people out there who weren't even aware of this, just to come back thinking they'll find their old files, and they're gone. There's nothing. It's terrible. I just want to bring awareness about this sudden gut punch. I know people who use Adobe Animate, and let me tell you, they are not happy right now. Now, let's end the video on a lighter note. These are some of my favorite replies while scrolling through Twitter.
Why? Why? Why?
Hey, Cartman.
Carl! It's all gone! They've taken it all! Why are they doing this? Carl! Carl!
Cool. Can you give me a sec?
Alan, we are so
Ooh, and If Tomska's law takes effect here, hello everyone, you're all awesome people and I love your stuff. And if it really does work, then I'll just sneak in Jaden Animation's recent tweet.